We've all been there, feeling drained, misunderstood, or just constantly walking on eggshells around somebody that we actually care about. But how do you know if you're in a toxic relationship? If you're new here, welcome to the Way of Hearts. My name is Dorian, and today we're going to talk about 5 signs that you should look out for to know if you're in a toxic relationship. By the end of this video, you'll know how to identify red flags, protect yourself, and move forward towards happier relationships. Let's get into it. Sign number 1, and this is a big one: manipulation. I know everybody hears this word all the time. Manipulation is when somebody tries to control you using fear, guilt, or even emotional blackmail. They may twist your words and make you feel like everything is your fault, even when it's not. Here's an example. You ever had someone make you feel guilty for spending time with your family or friends? Or maybe they question your reality by denying things that they've said or did. Those are just 2 of the signs that manipulation is at play. I'm gonna give you a tip to identify manipulation. Pay attention to how you feel after the conversations with that person. If you constantly feel guilty or confused, that's a huge red flag. Sign number 2, constant drama. In a toxic relationship, you always feel like there's some type of drama going on. Whether it's arguments, miscommunication, or issues that never actually get resolved. Drama becomes a pattern. You'll notice that no matter how small the issue is, it'll blow up into a huge deal. This is a sign of constant drama. The highs are super high, but the lows are deep and draining. Ask yourself, are you exhausted of all the back and forth? If you feel like you're constantly on a roller coaster of emotions, that's a sign of toxicity right there. Sign number 3, disrespect the boundaries. Because in a healthy relationship, boundaries are respected. But in a toxic one, your personal space, limits, needs are often ignored and pushed to the side. Let me ask you, do they dismiss your feelings when you say things like, I need time to myself? Or do they make you feel bad about needing time away from them? Lack of respect on your boundaries can also show up in invasions of privacy, like reading your texts without your permission. If your needs for personal space are constantly overlooked, that's a red flag. I want you to make sure that you're honest with yourself about how you're feeling in these situations. Sign number 4, emotional or physical abuse. This one is crucial. Abuse, whether it's physical, emotional, or verbal, is never acceptable. It doesn't matter if it's happened once or if it happens repeatedly. It's harmful and it's extremely toxic. If somebody is belittling you, making hurtful comments, or trying to control you through fear, that is emotional abuse. If they raise their hand or they physically harm you, that is physical abuse. Recognizing abuse can be hard because it's not always obvious. It's important to trust your gut. If you're feeling scared or unsafe, you need to seek help and remove yourself from the situation. The final sign that I want to talk about is constant criticism and lack of support. And to me, this one really hits home because I've experienced this and it made me question a lot about myself. A toxic person might tear you down more often than they lift you up. They'll criticize your choices, your appearance, or even the way that you think. Have they ever said, you won't amount to anything, or why can't you be more like somebody else? Like I said, I've experienced this. Before I really took off on social media, before I started making videos, before I started making Instagram reels, before all of that, when I realized this is something I wanted to do, the girl that I was with, she made me feel so bad about it. She made me feel like I was a narcissist for wanting attention, for wanting more, for, just wanting to have my face out there. And I was really in my own mind questioning myself. I'm like, yo, like, am I weird for this? What's wrong with me? I really believed that I had something wrong with me for wanting to be in front of a camera, for wanting to do this full time, That's something that really hit hard for me. After we broke up, I had to unlearn a lot of things. Thing is, in a toxic relationship, support is often replaced by negativity. And in all honesty, this goes past relationships. This could be from a partner, a friend, or even a family member. If somebody is constantly making you feel inferior, it's time to take a step back and reevaluate the relationship. You deserve support, not constant criticism. Alright, so there you have it. Those are what I consider 5 signs in a toxic relationship. If any of these sound familiar to you, it's time you reassess the situation. Remember, you deserve to be in a relationship where you feel valued, loved, and respected. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. And if you're going through a relationship like this, make sure you reach out to someone you trust or professional support. Or even if you want to reach out to me, you can talk to me on Fanbases. I'll drop the link below in the description. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one.